welcome back to another Another video. Today we are talking about the East Pacific. As of late, we have not seen much in terms of any possible tropical cyclones in the Atlantic, which means that it usually has the adverse effect in the East Pacific, and we do have a few chances at tropical cyclone formation over the next week and a half or so. So we're going to be looking at that today. So if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's get right on into it. So we are on Tropical Tidbits, looking at the GFS, and right off the bat here, we do have a little bit of circulation right now in the main development region of the Eastern Pacific. Eventually a low pressure does try to form, and it does for a little bit, just doesn't really gain the strength. But that disturbance sticks around for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few days we see a little bit of development on this, and maybe the GFS gets a little bit of a clearer picture. But there's definitely a possibility here, and as that moves to the west, it is not moving to the north at all. It's staying right in this development region, so that means that the conditions are going to be more favorable than if it went up to the north. So that eventually dissipates because everything dissipates after a while, and this did have a pretty long lifespan, forming right around now and ending out about a week from today. So that's a pretty good chance. After that, there is a system that rides right up the Mexican coast. Now, that one has a pretty short lifespan, but it does have a pretty good chance of forming if it can get some steam right in here. You can see a thunderstorm start to develop there. We have that low pressure system, and eventually we do get a little bit of rotation in there. But once that all happens, this falls apart. It's too far north. The waters are a lot cooler, especially in the East Pacific. We see it a lot more in the East Pacific than we do in the Atlantic. The gradient at which the temperatures are in the East Pacific is very drastic, and that is why we usually don't see tropical storms really ride up the coast for very long. Like, we've seen, I think maybe like 2 tropical storms ride up the coast of Mexico, maybe hit Arizona, and kind of get caught in the subtropical jet, but we really don't see storms coming up and riding up the coast of California ever, and that's why. There's just not enough fuel in there to really help them continue along, so most things usually die once they get up the Mexican coast. But after that, we get a low pressure here. Now that does have some pretty good thunderstorm development around it. I just think that this is, again, another short-lived system that tries to form but doesn't have all the ingredients. It has some, but not all. So we do have chances. We have chances. Nothing's definite. I would call all these 10% chances. If I wanted to give something a little bit more, maybe this first chance here, a 15% chance. But at the same time, that's not much. So this may be the first year in a very long time where we have a very, very dull beginning to the hurricane season in both basins, in both the Atlantic and the Pacific basins. So, pretty unusual, but that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.